सर्वभूतान्तरस्थाय नित्यमुक्तचिदात्मने प्रत्यक्षचैतन्यरूपाय नमोऽस्तु परमात्मने. Welcome back to a new YouTube channel. Only with 2 videos. This is the third one. Philosopher's Domain, The Living Truth on YouTube. How are you guys? Hopefully you're all fine. And if you haven't already, watch my second video on existence. My take on existence, why existence is the way it is, why it's infinite, not finite. I've covered that in the last video, so do make sure if you watch this one, you watch that, because this is kind of a continuation of that itself. But this is kind of a different topic, and it's mostly related to Vedas and Sanatana Dharma, or modern Hinduism. So you've heard people say karma, what goes around comes around, things on the internet or around you, but it actually is something way more vast, way more vast than just what goes around comes around. What do you do? No, karma is the very nature of existence. You know how Prakriti moves. Let's say you've heard of Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha is existence, by the way. Purusha is the immovable, unchangeable existence. Prakriti is the movement. What moves inside the existence, that's Prakriti. So what makes Prakriti move? Why does Prakriti move? What's the reason Prakriti moves? Reason is to complete the infinity. As infinity expresses itself in infinitely different ways, this is a phrase that I love to use in any conversation, given philosophy. Infinity expresses itself in infinitely different ways, therefore, Prakriti moves to complete that. That's the reason why it moves. But how does it move? What's the process behind its movement? Karma. That's karma. So karma is not only the things you do, the things you do to others, like you helping or you hurting somebody else. Not you helped the old man cross the street today or hit a dog with a stone. That's all karma, yes. But what is actually, on the large scale, what's karma? Today, I'm going to explain to you. So, as infinity expresses itself in infinitely different ways, one of the characteristics of two that I mentioned in the last video is predeterminism. Everything's predetermined. As infinity has repeated itself infinitely many times in its infinite existence. It never began, it never will end. It has no middle. It already, repeated itself. It already repeated this video, myself, this universe, this whole universe. There's more copies of this universe in the far, space of the infinite existence. So everything's predetermined. What has to happen will happen, as it's the nature of infinity. That nature is karma. So karma is something that you cannot change. That's the adhyatmic. And what do I mean by adhyatmic? That's the spiritual. That's the final definition of karma. Where the highest, the absolute Burj Khalifa top floor, that top, pole. That definition of karma is this. It just is. It is the nature of existence. It happens because it happens. It's the very nature. But if you come down a bit, the Daivika or the astral explanation to karma is something else, something different. Karma, as everybody knows, it's what you do. It's what you do on a daily basis. It's you helping others, you hurting others, and the roughest, sketch of karma is that what goes around comes around. But there are complications in that itself. Like karma, like a king. This is an example. A king hunts a tiger who has been troubling his village. Now, what is his dharma? Dharma is a new concept. Dharma is righteousness. Dharma is the way you live. Dharma is what you should do as something. So, as a king, his dharma is to protect his villagers, to protect his praja or citizens, and to give accurate judgment to problems in his vicinity, in his kingdom, and to protect from other kingdoms, to maintain a good relationship with other kingdoms. That's the dharma of a king. The dharma of a kshatriya, a soldier, a warrior, is to fight adharma, which is non-righteousness. So dharma is another concept. That comes in ethics. Dharma is ethics. Dharma is the whole book on ethics. Okay? So you understand dharma like that. It's ethics. But you may ask, why is dharma when everything's predetermined? What's the point? Like what? What do you mean? You are saying that everything's predetermined, but you're also saying you should maintain righteousness. Isn't that a contradiction, you may ask? But this is gonna be a little hard to wrap your head around. The very thought of that, your very question is infinity and unfolding itself. If you follow dharma, if you follow adharma, everything's infinity, unfolding. So there's only a veil of choice. You don't have actual choice, like you don't choose. There are two choices. Let's say you chose one and you fell. Let's say you chose another. Let's say someone else chose another. They rose. Now, it's not you that did that mistake. I mean, you did at the superficial level, at the lowest level, the material level, but at the absolute height of spirituality, at the absolute height of existence, that had to happen. You had to take that choice and fall. That's why it happened. So you basically, from that point of view, you have no choice. But here, you have a choice. And that, you need dharma for. So we'll get into dharma. Let's say he kills a tiger in that story again. Let's say he kills a tiger for the village. So now, the karma of that tiger being killed by him doesn't come back to him directly. It spreads to all the villagers because he followed his dharma in protecting them. He had to protect them. That's why. There's a story where Rishi Vishwamitra, a great sage, one of the greatest sages in Hinduism, in Sanatana Dharma, had to eat a dog. Literally eat a dog. This is disturbing. Yes, this is disturbing. If you skip, it's like, 15 to 20 seconds, this next. He had to eat a dog. Because he was moving through a desert, and he had nothing to eat. He had no water. He had nothing. He was starving. He had been traveling for days. So he found a almost dead dog in the same condition as him, so he had to eat it. Now, is that his fault? No. That karma didn't get to him. Even if he's a sage, even if he's a person with, immense knowledge of all the dharmas, all the karma, and etc., etc. To save himself, he had to eat it up. This is a thing that you should take at a level where it is understandable. You shouldn't say like, oh, Vishwamitra ate a dog, he didn't follow dharma. No. Think. You have to think about it. Think about the situation. This is Sanatana Dharma. This is what Sanatana Dharma is. You have to think about the situation, what situation he was in. Why did he do such? It's not just a book of rules. It's adaptable. Sanatana Dharma is adaptable. Now, where was that? Yes, that is karma. Where is karma now? Like, where does it stay? It's not in the physical body. It doesn't affect you. Like, it's not affecting this body. It is affecting this body, but from where? It's not in the body. If you dissect this body, you won't find any karma gland. So where the heck is it? That is in the astral body, the Devika Sharira. There are 3 Shariras. Everything is 3. Remember. There is the Bhautika, which is the material, the Devika, which is the astral, where the gods, Indra, Agni, Vayu, Varuna, etc. reside. Where are they? We can't see them. They're in the Devika Sharira, they're in Devika form. So rough translation, it's energy. They're in energy form. But actually it's astral. They're in astral form. They're in the absolute, minute, micro body form. Micro body, that's another term for Devika Sharira in English. And then it's Adhyatmika, there's another stara. So after Bhautika, after Devika, after the material, after the astral, there is another, which is Atman, which is Adhyatmika, which is the spiritual, where the soul, where the absolute soul, where infinity itself resides, where infinity itself is everything. That is Adhyatmika. Now, where does this karma stay? Is in the astral body. The astral body stores all the karma. It has 72,000 nadis. The nervous system in our body. In the same way, there's a nervous system in the Devika Sharira, in the astral body, which is the nadis, the 72,000 nadis. There are 72,000 of them, out of which 14 are most important. After which, for example, Kuhu or Varuna or Sushumna, Pingala, Ida, etc., etc. There's 14 of those names. Yashaswini, etc., etc., etc. Now, out of those, 3 are the most important. Most important nadis. This is Kundalini Yoga, by the way. I went from Karma to Kundalini Yoga, but I'll get back to that. 3 are most important. Which? Ida, the feminine side, on the left. Pingala, on the right side, the masculine side. And Sushumna, the infinite, which is the spinal cord. It's straight. Now, in these nadis is karma. This karma is stored. In 1 inch of these nadis, there's a measurement on how big the Devika Sharira is. In these nadis, every millimeter has millions upon millions of janmas of karma. Millions upon millions of lifetimes of karma that you have to dissolve, that you have to purify in this janma and the next million. So it's really, really deep. This karma concept is not just what goes around comes around. No, there are a whole different, list of ethics. There are different contradictions, not contradictions. Nothing contradicts itself in Sanatana Dharma. That's the speciality of this. But there are, complications in that, complexities, the rate of karma, why it's like that, everything. But the absolute truth, the bird eye point of view on all this, karma is the nature of reality. Karma is the nature of reality. Reality is infinite. And infinite has 2 characteristics, which is predeterminism, which is everything is predetermined. You have no choice. Even if you have a whale of choice, even if you have the feeling that you choose something, it's that feeling itself is a part of infinity. That's determined already by infinity to happen like that. Now, that and determinism and non-duality. Well, how is now reality non-dual? In the adhyatmic state, in the absolute infinity state. Now, remember the 3 staras: material, astral, and the adhyatmic, or the soul. In the form of the soul, infinity is everywhere. It's non-dual. It is not separate from anything. Even though it appears separate, it's only a veil. It's only a mask in the, it's only a ripple on the ocean of infinity. That is what Sanatana Dharma says. It's really, really deep. Karma, the concept of karma, everything is super, super deep if you get into it. Kundalini, these nadis are in Kundalini Yoga. I'll cover that in the next video. I'll get into the 7 chakras, etc., etc., and as the videos move on. But this is the absolute foundation. I think this is enough for today. If you enjoy this content that I'm doing, please make sure you share this, because humanity needs to know why it exists. It's just, I literally feel so bad when I go outside and see everybody just, doing their thing without even questioning once why they're here, why they're doing that. No, they don't know. That's what. So make sure you share this to all your loved ones, because they need to know this too. I'm not asking for views. I want your upbringing. Not upbringing. I want you to evolve. I want your evolution. So please make sure to share this. If you like this content, please support me by liking. And if you want more content like this, please make sure to comment down below what you want. I have said in the other 2 videos that I will cover Western concepts too, and what they say and how it relates or doesn't relate with Sanatana Dharma, and my take on it. If I have made some mistakes, I am free. I am free to learn, and you can comment down below what mistakes I have made. Now, and if you want to be notified, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more video, for YouTube to notify you when I make a video, which is right now every day. Let's see how many days I'm gonna make a video every day, but if you want YouTube to notify you about that, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you dislike this content, if you don't like what I'm doing, feel free to dislike. I only want your evolution. I want you to know about why you exist, what's the point of existence, and this is all my take. If I'm making mistakes, if I say something wrong, please do forgive me, and please do mention that in the comments. So I'll see you in the next video. I'll bring Kundalini Yoga or just continue this foundation. So until then, see you guys next time.